Hello, it's Matt, and welcome to episode 59 of Gross Oversimplifications, where I talk about how to do stuff to your guitar yourself. I'm trapped in the corner. I've moved positions. I don't like this setup, but I'm here now. So I'm just going to do the episode here. But you might have noticed something about this setup. Might have noticed the heavy metal amplifiers in the background. You might have noticed my brand new Isolation t-shirt. And that can only mean one thing, that this episode is about terrible bands. It's not, it's actually about something that Tony S. asks me to do an episode on. And it's dropped tunings, and the setup for drop tunings. Okay, and I get asked this a lot. Lots of people like to switch between a standard tuning and a dropped version. And just quickly before I start the timer, this is what that means. And sorry, Sophie, I'm using your guitar, but you probably don't watch these, so it doesn't matter. I think this guitar's in standard. Close enough. Use some volume. So, a standard guitar is E, A, D, G, B, E, from low to high, okay? And what dropped tuning is basically taking the low E and tuning it down to D. I think that's right. Close enough for the example. Why would you do that? Okay, and I was once a snobbish child. I learnt music before I learnt guitar. So when I saw people doing this, and this was like 90s, it's like, what? Why would you do that? You're like, this was just like jumbling up the notes on a piano or something. But after a while, you sort of realize that, oh, wait, if I do that, I just have to do the power chord like that. And then you're like, oh, you're just lazy. But it opens up other things. You can just do a ninth chord like that now. And remember, you've only got 4 little sausage fingers to work with, so why not make it easier on yourself? You can do more interesting voicings, and you can do them easier. So, by all means, experiment with your tunings. There's other ones. Look them up. There's some interesting things. But today is about dropped tunings, and a lot of people ask, can my guitar hack it? If I'm changing tunings all the time, is the guitar gonna be able to handle it? The real question is, are you going to handle 3 minutes? 3 minutes of me talking about this like this. That's it. That's the question. So, can your guitar handle it? Now, just to clear this up, okay? You're talking about, can your guitar handle the difference between some tunings? Your guitar neck is the only thing on earth that is designed purposefully to handle those tunings, okay? Don't worry about it. It's such a weird question. Can it handle it? Yeah, it can. Don't worry about it. It's not going to wreck anything, okay? But it will change, and this is maybe what people mean by wreck, okay? Never a permanent problem, okay? But let's remember that the strings are the thing that exert the tension. And when you set up a guitar, and whatever tuning it is, doesn't matter. You come into somebody like me and we go, okay, you're going to use these strings, and you're going to use this tuning on this guitar, and let's make it happen, and we make it happen. Okay? And then you go home and you change the tuning. What you do is you change the setup again. And this is why a lot of people have many guitars, because they can have them for specific tunings. Okay? Which is kind of the right way to do it, if I'm honest. But also, a lot of people can't afford a lot of guitars. So they might just have a favorite guitar that they like to use, and they like to switch between the tunings, okay? There is nothing wrong with that. But you're going to have to make some considerations. Okay, so when you've got the strings at a certain tension and then you lower the tension, what you can get is the neck relaxing back. Okay, and that can increase a bit of buzz. Okay, some necks are stiff and they don't care at all. You get an aluminium neck and it's not moving. But some necks move quite a lot, and you won't know, and I won't know, until you do it, okay? But if you find out that your neck actually moves significantly, what you should do is set your guitar up for the lowest one, okay? And then as you tune up, all that will happen is your neck will move forward a bit. And sometimes that can make the action suck a bit, but you're just going to have to deal with it, okay? Because it's better than going the other way when you get it at standard and then you relax it, and then it's just buzzing. And you're trying to be heavier when you're doing low tunings, right? And it's just buzzier. It's going to sound stupid. So set it up for the lower version. And don't worry too much about the intonation. You can get it sort of halfway in between. You're never going to notice a difference. The way that you mangle it with your hands is, in the studio, absolutely. In real life, anyway, hope that helps. Probably didn't. Doesn't matter.